Hello, everyone. I'm Sheriff Wayne Ivey, and you're watching Brevard County Justice. So, welcome back to another great episode of Brevard County Justice. I got to tell you, we've been having great success with this show. Our citizens are always engaged in partnering with us to help us prevent, solve, and investigate crimes. This show gives us an opportunity to show them some of the cases we're struggling to solve, get our citizens involved, let them help us identify the suspects. So let's get right into it tonight. We're going to go to our West Precinct where Agent Lee Balparta is asking for our help on a burglary. The burglary happened on July 16th of 2020 at Clayton's Crab Company located at 5775 South Highway 1 in Rockledge. And it happened in the early morning. If you go to our Brevard County Justice screen, you can see the suspect. He's on surveillance video as he's trying to break into the restaurant. He actually uses a large metal post to try and gain entry, gets the doors pried open, but as soon as the doors popped open, of course, the alarm went off and the subject fled the scene. So we're asking you to help us identify him. Trust me, if he was trying to break into this place, he's broken into somebody else's place. So if you know who this is, I'm gonna ask you to reach out for Agent Balparta. You can get a hold of him at 321-633-2104. Of course, you can go to Crime Line at 1-800-423-TIPS. You can send us a smartphone app. You can send us a Facebook message, or you can send us an email at brevardcountyjustice@bcso.us. So we need to get this subject off the street and get him behind bars where he can't break into anybody else's place. All right, let's head over to our South Precinct where Agent Wendy Crow, she's working a missing persons case, and we're going to ask for your help in locating this individual. His name is Charles Cooper Griggs, date of birth of 8/23 of 67. He's 5'8", 205 pounds. You can see Mr. Griggs up on our Brevard County Justice screen. He was last seen on May 27th of this year in the area of Barefoot Bay in Mico. He has no vehicle and was last seen on foot. He has multiple tattoos, including Cooper, a spider web, dragon skulls, and a Bengal tiger. He most often travels by bicycle in the South County area of Brevard near Sebastian. If you know where we can talk to Mr. Griggs, please call Agent Wendy Crow at 321-253-6683. Of course, you can always go to Crime Line. You can send us Brevard County Justice at bcso.us email. Go to our Facebook page or send us a tip on our smartphone app. We need to hear from you, and let's see if we can locate Mr. Griggs and just check his well-being. We just want to make sure that he is okay. All right, I want to check in on our fugitive unit. You know, if you're a fugitive, you're just minutes away from our fugitive unit kicking in your door. They do it all the time. Let's check in, see what they've done in this past week. They grabbed Alan Drelling, 924 of 88, out of the Cocoa area. That was for violation of probation reference grand theft of a motor vehicle, had no bond. Matthew Biggs, 5'5 of 81, from the Palm Bay area. That was an arrest warrant reference sexual offender failure to report to DHS&V, sexual offender failure to register biannually. That was a bond of $45,000. They also grabbed Nicholas Davis at March of 1989. That was out of the Palm Bay area as well. Arrest warrant reference driving while license suspended, habitual traffic offender, operating a motor vehicle without a driver's license, had a bond of $5,000. Also had a failure to appear warrant reference resisting officer without violence. That had a bond of $1,000, and then an additional habitual traffic offender probable cause arrest with a bond of $2,000. They also grabbed Sierra Staggs, April 18 of 1996, out of the Cocoa area, and that was a capious reference burglary of a dwelling and battery, had a bond of $6,000. So all of them got locked up, taken to the Brevard County Jail. Now we're going to add a new segment into our Brevard County Justice show, Brevard County Justice primary target. And today it's going to be somebody that's been no stranger to any of our fugitive hunting. We've had this individual on Wheel of Fugitive. Our North Precinct's been looking for him. His name's Corey Johnson. You see Corey up on our board. He has got 2 counts of burglary, 2 counts of grand theft from a construction site, 2 counts of dealing in stolen property, violation of probation reference, possession of a firearm by a convicted felon. If you know where we can find Mr. Johnson, let us know. We want to keep him from stealing anyone else's stuff. You can always go to Crime Line, 1-800-423-TIPS. You can send us an email. You can send us a tip on our smartphone app, or just send us a personal message on our Facebook page. Either way, we need to know where Mr. Johnson's at so we can get him off the streets and back behind bars. All right, our last case tonight is out of our East Precinct, and that's a retail theft that happened at Publix. It actually happened at a couple different Publixes throughout Brevard County. And you see the suspects up on our Brevard County Justice Board. They basically go into the stores. In fact, the one you're seeing up on the board happened at 1850 North Courtney Parkway in Merritt Island, the Publix there. And it's a retail theft. They go in and they steal all sorts of razor blades and the cartridges that go with the razor blades. The store in Merritt Island, they got $720 worth of merchandise. They're hitting Publixes all over Brevard County, and we also are working with some of the other agencies. We believe they're hitting Publixes across the state of Florida. So if you know the two individuals you see up on the board, please let us know. We'll be glad to give them a place to stay out at Brevard County Jail, and they won't need any razor blades out there. They'll just be out there for a while until they can go to court and deal with their charges. All right, I always want to thank everybody for all of their help. We are blessed to serve in Brevard County, where our citizens work with us each and every day to keep criminals off our street. This is Brevard County Justice. Remember, there is no better form of justice than Brevard County Justice, where our victims come before anything else.